Hi guys, and welcome to this lesson. Now let's take a good look at our right hand, alright, because the right hand has a crucial part in our playing. Basically, it is the engine of what we do, and it is responsible for our rhythmic clarity and precision. So it is very important that we start to develop a real strong but still still relaxed right hand from the very beginning, okay? Now, there are a few elements of that. There are a few different things that contribute to developing and having a real good, real great right hand. So let's just take a look at these elements one by one. Well, let's start at the beginning, and more than likely you'll find that your index finger is a great finger to start with, okay? And I highly recommend that you try to pluck at your fingertip, okay? So let me just show you that. Basically, putting your fingertip onto the string and just simply pulling your finger back like that will develop a real nice and light technique for you. And also, this is the kind of technique that will make your note sound real nice and warm and big and very pleasant, because you're with this light technique, with this light touch, you're actually letting your string resonate and ring freely. And that's a very, very important factor, a very important thing to keep in mind. Okay, so always try to keep your fingertip on the string, so you'll have a technique that lets your strings actually speak and ring freely. That's such an important thing. You know, it's one of the most important things about the right hand, actually, to have this light technique. Okay, so let's just do that. You know, just play a few notes here so you can feel the strings under your finger, okay, and feel that kind of light touch. All right. And then once you kind of started to get comfortable with your index finger, then we can try the middle finger as well. All right, so we'll just do the same thing from the fingertip and just have a little go, you know, at playing the different strings, and just to have a feel at playing, you know, with your fingertip and kind of playing with a nice light touch there, okay? You can play a few notes as well, you know, just to try either your first finger or your second finger, your index or your middle finger, okay? Maybe on different strings. Okay, and so once you had a little, you know, let a little play about the strings and all that, then you can take those two fingers and start to learn to alternate them. So, and the best way to do that really is just to simply pick an open string, any of your open strings, and just go with a index, middle, just play one string at a time, I mean one finger at a time, and just alternate between the two. And if I may recommend, do it very, very slowly, okay? It's important that you do these things at the very start and later on as well, but definitely for now, play very slowly so your muscles can learn these motions, learn these intricate motions that you'll be asking them to do, well, over and over again, okay? And just, again, just play your different strings and have a feel of the strings under your fingertips again, okay? And just have this kind of alternated motion. So 1, 2, let's say if you call your fingers 1 and 2, then you just have a 1, 2, 1, 2 on a different string, 1, 2, 1, 2. And also, of course, you can start with your middle finger as well, and then you just go with a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so just have a play about, you know, on your different strings. Again, maybe play a couple of notes as well on a different string. Maybe go to another string. Actually, that's a nice little exercise. You could do this: open E, G to A, and then open A, C to D, open D, F to G, and open G, B flat to C, and so on. Okay, and that will start to move your first and second fingers together in an alternated fashion. As I played these few notes just now, I'm sure you could tell that every time I played a note, I stopped my finger with the next available string underneath. Okay, now that's a very important thing to do as well. Okay, what you want to do, you want to play into the instrument. So you want to play in towards the body of your instrument and not out, because that will really harness your hand and your fingers, and it will make your playing very clear and very precise, and it will give you the punch that you need. Okay, so really harness your hand, and that will also give you these very small, precise motions. And that's another thing that you want to do as well. You don't want to kind of do these big motions unless you're playing some kind of music that actually really calls for that. But normally what you want to do is really put things down to a very simple and very small motion like that. Okay, well, here's a closer look at that. So we'll pluck this D string here and let the A string stop the finger. Okay, and so you can see that I was plucking in towards the body of the bass, and simply it's a very small motion, very simple motion, and very efficient motion right there. And just stop your finger with the next string. Okay, you can do that with your second finger as well. And when you play alternating fingers, then you can just keep stopping your fingers on the next string. Okay, and you can do that everywhere. The only place where that doesn't happen is your last string, because obviously there is no more string below that. So there, what you want to do is you just want to stay as close to that string as possible and just quickly bounce back onto the string with your fingertips. Okay, like that.